Hi everyone, welcome back. In the previous video, we built a simple workflow that extracts information from job postings using AI. It works well, but if we want to use it in a real project, we need something more reliable and much more flexible. So in this video, we are going to improve it step by step and turn it into something closer to a production workflow. So stay with me until the end of this video. Before we begin improving the workflow, I'm gonna explain what it does. After that, we will start it. So we have a Telegram trigger. We will send the data using a Telegram bot to the workflow. After sending the data, it will start working. And then here we have a HTTP request node, which will take the data from Telegram and fetch the data, and it will give it to the next node, which is AI agent node. In here you can see we are giving the data from HTTP node to AI agent in user message, and in system message we are defining what exactly we want from AI agent to do, the system prompt. And you can see here the output parser button is on, and when that is on, we can add an output parser node here and define the exact format we want, the exact format of data that the LLM should return. And you can see here this matches our sample here. And after extracting the data, we will store the data inside a data table. Data table is a built-in database of n8n, and it's more fast and stable than using some external databases. For the jobs like this, it's not very complex. And finally, we will send a success message to the user at the same Telegram bot, and our job is done here. But it's not complete. It's a very simple one. We want to make it more advanced and adding more features. So for the start, the first problem it has is it never checks if the URL we are providing is already exists in the database. And I can show you. I'm sending the same data, the same URL, and you can see here it will store it. We have it here, the same URL, the same data, and we have to stop it. It should check if this URL or this job is already existed, so it should not store it again. To do that, first of all, we have to check the database, and using data table, get row, and in here we are choosing the database we want and any condition or all conditions. So we have one condition here, and we are checking whether the job is existed or not, and we are putting the value. And as you can see here, this URL is already cleaned, so we don't have the question marks and the rest here. So we have to clean this one as well here. To do that, I'm using split function and defining the question mark 0. And you can see here, this is the result. Execute. So it finds, but if it doesn't find, we have another issue. For example, another job here, execute, send, and it never goes to the next node because it didn't find anything. To fix this problem, we will come into setting tabs and turn on this button, always output data. So from now on, it will go to the next node, but in here we have a problem. So when it doesn't find anything, you have to check here if the data exists, then we will go to the next step. Otherwise, we will send a message that the data is existed into the data inside the database. Number is not empty. Okay, it's not empty, so it is empty. When it is empty, it should go here, and in here in HTTP node we will give the URL and the rest of the job. Otherwise, when the data is existed, we will send a message to the user that, so chat ID, in chat ID, the credentials, job data extractor, and the text, and finish. So running this one, this node, but I have another idea here. As you can see here, one more thing here. One problem the HTTP request have is it is fetching all the data of a page, all the data that we don't need most of it. For example, the head part and this metadata. AI agent, it will increase the cost. So to fix that, I will add another node here, Firecrawl, and we are going to scrap, and here the same URL from Telegram node URL, and done here. So you can make an account. I already have one, Firecrawl. You come here if you have an account, okay. Otherwise, you can make an account and come here inside the API keys. You can make an API key and set the credentials in here. Set your IP here. So we don't have any. I already have one, and I'm using this one. And the method is post, and this is the URL. That's it. We are done here, and I'm gonna run it. You can see here it is it's not giving all the data in one field. It separates the metadata and everything. The thing we need is here the the body of web page. So I'm gonna delete this and using markdown. And some more things to do in here. I don't want to just extract the data. I wanted to actually compare the job with my resume. To do that, we need to give our resume to it and change the prompt here. So I already have my resume in JSON format to make the job easier and faster. If you give your resume file, it will cost you tokens, so it's better to make it something like JSON file, JSON code or something like this. It's much easier. My resume, paste it here. Job content there. And in here, I'm gonna explain what to do. Extract the information from to private job and compare my resume with the job and return a match score for it. And in here I'm gonna define another for job matching score. I'm gonna name it in here, this is the rule: match my resume and job, then return match score number between 0 and 100. And in here another field, match score null by default. I'm gonna delete this one. And in here define the field rule for match score. Match score must be a number between 0 and 100. So we are done here. And also we have to define the matching score here, otherwise we will have an error. Match score, and I will define two variable type, string and integer, in case maybe sometimes LLM returns a string or integer, so we don't have any error. Let's test it. Check if we have, yeah, match score. So yeah, the reason because it's completely irrelevant. And here we have to add the field in our database at column. Scroll in here, refresh, we have it here, and yeah, so we have it here and it will store, but I don't want to store the unrelevant jobs, so I'm gonna add another condition here, if, and in here if the match score, but I'm gonna put it inside a number function, so it making sure that it will always be a number. And here is greater than or equal to, for example, 75. If it's less than 75, so I'm not gonna apply, or maybe 70. In case of true, otherwise I will send another Telegram message. Send text message, again job structure, job extractor, chat ID here, and text. Expression, I'm gonna give the job title, job role, yeah, it's not fit, done. And we are running this. It will go here, and this is the Telegram. You can see here we don't have any message, but after running the job is not a fit. So you can see here there is something, a message from n8n. You can turn it off. If you don't want to see it, you have to come here, add fields, append n8n attribution, and turn it off and execute it again. And this time we don't have it. So let me execute it again and give it a relevant job. We have it in the database. So let me delete the jobs from the database. And again, this job. You can see it passed because the match score is 85. 85 is greater than 7. So it will come here, store it inside the database. Matching score. Let's check it here. Yeah, and this is the job. Match score, and everything is working perfectly. And at the end, I'm gonna improve this message. The job in company is a good match, or anything you want. And again, yeah, the append n8n attribution is turned off, and we have the message here. So that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful and learned something new. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.